Hi, this is Nolan again here with Waterproof Decks of Oregon. Whenever you're installing your waterproof membrane, when you're installing your Duradek membrane, question comes up, do you actually need to pull the door out of your house? Do we need to pull the door so that we can install the membrane? And the answer is it really depends on how your design is, and I'll explain that here in a bit. So a lot of doors are simple. They could be just like a 36-inch steel door, six panel, and simple trim, white painted trim on the inside, and so you can easily pull that door, put it back, lay your membrane down in the pan of the door, and then reinstall the door again. So a lot of doors, or it could be a patio door where you just pull the patio door out, take the trim take the trim off around it, pull the patio door, install the membrane into the threshold, and then reinstall your patio door. A lot of jobs aren't nearly that simple. Some of the doors, as you know, are really complicated. Some of them are very elegant, heavy doors. And then sometimes we work in old, like 1910, 1920 era houses. And those you just look at them and say, wow, I really don't want to disturb that door. And so we do our best to try to find a way around it. So the criteria that we use is how far above your membrane deck is your door. So if the bottom of the door is 2 inches, at least 2 inches above the membrane, then we will run the membrane up underneath the door, up the wall, underneath the door, seal it well right underneath the door, and then we'll install a termination bar that's an aluminum termination bar underneath the door to hold that membrane tight in against the wall. And then we'll apply another bead of caulking underneath the door as well on that termination bar, between the door and the termination bar. So it's solid sealed. There's no water. You could pressure wash it, driving rain. It's not going to get any water in there if you do a really good job of sealing between the door and the membrane. If you have less than 2 inches gap between the bottom of your door and the the deck surface, then we really need to pull that door, because there's no good way to fasten that membrane up underneath that door. So we just pull the door out and we bring the membrane 6 inches up on either side of the door frame, and that creates a very good pan. We put a good bead of urethane caulking all around on the membrane, and then we set the door back in again. So that works very well. It keeps all the water out. So if you have driving rain again, or you're pressure washing, or washing your deck, you don't have to worry about any water intrusion into your house. And then of course, after you reinstall your door, you install the trim, we touch up the paint, do all the caulking, and it's as good as new, or better than new, really, because it's just we want to give a solid seal around your door so that you have absolutely no water penetration into your house, no water damage. Take care. We'll see you next time.